Mm-hmm.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can I have your mark sheets, please? Thank you. I'm Gabriela. What's your name? I'm Sofia. How old are you? I'm 26 years old. Thank you, Sofia. Where do you live? I live in San Luis de la Paz, Guanajuato. Who do you live with? I live with my husband and son. Thank you, Sofia. Tell us about a teacher you like. I really like my business administration teacher because her classes covers the topics I like the most, such as finances and accounting. How often do you use a mobile phone, Sofia? I use it daily for work and sometimes I entertain myself by watching videos on YouTube. Sofia, how do you get to work every day? Every day I take my motorcycle to get to work. Which do you like the best, the morning or the afternoon? I prefer mornings because they are very productive in my daily life. Thank you. Now I'd like to talk about something. I'm going to give you a photograph and I'd like to talk about it. Sofia, here is your photograph. It shows someone learning how to do something. Please tell me what you can see in the photograph. There's two girls who are following a recipe in the iPad and they are in the kitchen trying to recreate the recipe using the correct ingredients. They are probably making a cake because with flour and eggs we usually make a cake. Thank you. Here is another photograph. It shows someone at home after school. Sofia, please tell us what you can see in the photograph. In this photograph, I can see a young boy watching television on which a football match is being. He's alone at home in his living room. He's wearing a white shirt. There's a table in the middle of the living room and on the table there are some cards, a candle, a pen, papers. I think he's relaxing and having a really good time. Now, in this part of the test, we're going to talk about something. I'm going to describe a situation to you. Some students from a small village school are going on a trip to their capital city. Here are some of the activities they could do there. Talk about the different activities they could do in their capital city and say which would be the most interesting. In the image, we can see people looking at exhibits and learning about history and art. This activity is interesting because you can discover new things, see unique objects, and understand different cultures. It is also a quiet and educational place where you can spend time observing and thinking. Additionally, museums are great for people of all ages. Thank you, Sofia. Would you like to have more school trips? Yes, I would like to have more school trips. It is because I believe that we gain information and get to know new places. What do you need to take when you go on a trip? I think that we need to bring some snacks, water, and money in case you need to buy a souvenir. Do you prefer to go on trips with your friends or with your family? I prefer to go on trip with my family because I enjoy having quality time and a really good time together. What do you think is the best time of the year to visit a city? I think it's probably Christmas Eve because the whole city is decorated with lights and there are many people in the streets buying gifts and food to enjoy with their families or loved ones. Which do you think is more interesting, visiting the countryside or visiting a city? I think that it's more interesting visiting the city because I like to see the lights in the night and I like to go to the mall and go shopping and have a nice dinner. Thank you. That is the end of the test.